Now, what we have going on now is a contest, which we'll be announcing only in Ishook Comics, which is for all our Ishook product events. So this is going to be a. Am I even sharing that? No. Let me share this screen. Let me share this tab instead. So this is going to be wrong one. Share this tab. Apologize. So this is a giveaway that you can go on our X account right now. Obviously, you see we have our live going on X, but this is a giveaway on X, which is $100 Solana giveaway. $100 Solana giveaway. This giveaway will be announced in 17 days to three, I believe three. Let me see. I believe three winners. Solana giveaway. So when you click on this tab, you got to do a bunch of stuff. So let's see what you got to do. You're going to, let me share the tab. When you click on the tab, you got to do a few things. You got to log in using either Google, Facebook, X, or Apple. When you log in, you got to file a few entries. You file those entries. One is go on your YouTube channel, follow us on X, so on and so forth. And this giveaway will happen. We're going to be announcing the giveaway on YouTube alone. You got to put your crypto wallet in order to receive this giveaway. Okay. The next round for next month, we're going to do another we're going to do a $500 giveaway with at least 2 gift cards instead of crypto. So we're gonna have this every month giveaways. Whoever signs up, please sign up. Follow us on X, follow us on YouTube, subscribe on YouTube, click notifications, get on our latest events, and we're also going to do comic giveaways with all the peoples that we've already introduced and seen so far, and so on and so on. And also, we'll give our own comic giveaway, which is the Super Black comic, signed by Ben and I. We'll have that also send over to everyone. I think this is the best way of doing it. So again, get back to our page here. Don't forget to subscribe to our page. I don't know, we're just starting this specific page, this specific channel. 145 subscribers, 10, 12 videos. We just started literally in 1 week. I got this up, guys. It's not even, we didn't even start launching it. So don't look at the numbers. Oh, my numbers. Listen, it's not all about the numbers. If I would show you how many watch hours we have in other in our other platform, we have over 10,000 total watch hours. That's a huge number. People look at the views, but a view can be a 1 second view. People don't understand it, right? We're talking about thousands of hours of people watching our material. That's huge. That's a big thing. So again, we're doing the game as much as we can. We're pushing the envelope, and I think everybody should really, really take this in consideration. Don't forget this cool kind of thing that we're doing there. I mean, that's my end of what we have, what's going on so far. With Ishook and Aisha Comics. Yeah. Next week we're going to announce another big thing for Aisha Comics, something very big for the whole comic industry. But go ahead. Sorry,
but
Ben.
no, man. There's a lot going on. I'm excited about the things that are happening with Ishook and that are happening in comics altogether. I know Farley Khan's got a bunch of comic guests that are going to be coming down to the area. That's Chattanooga. It's got maybe like 9 or 10 or whatever, like more than normal. Like comic creators are going to be at that. So I mean that's cool, but no, I've found a thing that I like. I feel like down with Heroes Con, and people have been hearing about it from every corner and nook and cranny of the internet and saying I've got to start coming to that. It's really hopping. There are a ton of people there. Charlotte seemed like a pretty nice town. It's like a small city, but it's nice. And again, 4.5 hours doesn't feel like that far from me. It's a bit further than Atlanta. Atlanta's like 3, 3 something. But yeah. I'm looking forward to that Punisher that's coming out. I'm going to be reading and reviewing that. That'll happen in the fall. I do not have like the Disney Plus or the Hulu or anything like that. But
Quick shout out to our first joined guest on TikTok. I think if I'm spelling it right, Vilma, if I'm not mistaken. Vilma, thank you for joining.
Got a what is it? A Werewolf by Night, the movie that came out in 2022. I've got an itch to see it, so I'll be watching that, reviewing it, everything. Do you know, you've got like a concept with Werewolf by Night, what it is, right, Benny? That it's the dude's a werewolf.
No, well, I get that. And we have another
Yeah,
our second. I just want to count the first 10 who join us on TikTok. The second one is Trini Phantom has joined. Trini
that's
Phantom.
awesome.
So
Hey,
thank
Trini.
you
Hey,
for
but yeah,
TikTok.
but no, lots
I
of
wish they had this feature on X. I would be doing on X, but I
that would
can't
kind of
see
be
who
neat.
watches on our X. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I have no idea, but
Yeah,
no,
you
that
can't
would
do that. You can't do that either with by the way, with YouTube either. You can't know who's watching us. But TikTok, you can see who's watching us live, and
now.
Insta as well.
I
Go ahead.
think that when you actually do see messages come up in the, am I pointing right? Yeah, I'm pointing in the opposite direction that it really is, but I'm pointing correctly on the screen. In the side panel that I see, yes, someone just said something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Over here, you mean on the chat? Yeah, there's a chat. Hey, friends, saw your channels. You're posting great content. How we need more follows and views to increase engagement. I can help you 25 subscribers a day, which will get you close to 8,000. Feel free to contact me. Sure. Who.com level. Why not? Yeah, we'll contact you. We'll see what we can do. We'll do some business together.
Yeah, all right.
Shout out to who I hope I'm saying this Hookman level. Is that am I saying it right?
I don't
Or
know.
Hulkman level or Huckman level?
I have no idea. But
All
no,
right.
lots of cool stuff.
But he's on Kick, by the way. We're also on Kick. I
Yeah,
gotta see
and
how Kick works. So yeah.
you know, we had another guest that was going to come on tonight, and maybe he will later. He had some technical difficulties and all that, but we were bringing on a comic shop that was going to kind of talk about sales and everything that are happening in comics. You know, there's some things
Listen, I
that are
want him
booming.
on board. There's no question. I want him
Oh,
to meet him.
absolutely.
We
Yeah.
need.
I mean, I love discussing like what's actually happening because you know you'll have a lot of creators and all that, and they'll say this and this and this, which basically any good information that they get comes from talking to people that run stores. But you know, somebody that's in the mix of it knows this is what's selling. You know, this is what's hot, and all that. We know that. Oh, what is it? The Absolute Batman is doing a great job. I mean, it's like one
Yeah,
of the high
and I
runners
had a
and all that.
crazy experience waiting for the line. Yeah,
No, yeah, that was wild, man. And I'm
yeah,
so sorry that that happened to you, Midtown Comics, everybody. I'm so sorry that that happened to you.
and
That they said the line ends here
there's
in
only
front of
three left.
yeah, in front of you and two other people. And then we talked to another guest, and apparently it's a trend with them that they
Yeah,
did that to the guy's wife, and they've done that to other stuff. And that just seems weird that you wouldn't just say, okay, after this the line's over, so the people that are waiting there aren't upset. And then when somebody comes in to join, say, hey, they said this was the end of the line. Sorry, man. You know, or whatnot. Yeah, it was odd to me that they started it so late in the day. The Scott Snyder signing. I thought that was strange. But no, there's a bunch of stuff going on. Victoria's geared up and getting into a one of the newer Star Trek series. She likes Star Trek. I think you said that you're a Trekkie. Is
yeah.
it
Well,
the
I'm a Trekkie. I'm a fan.
Brave New
It,
Worlds?
Brave
So
New World was super.
if you get on the Paramount Plus thing, you
Yeah,
can
let's
watch
go.
the first season for free. And she's watched a few episodes, and she's already like
Oh,
all excited
okay.
about it.
You're talking
But
about the one that's the previous before Captain Kirk, right?
um, so I'm not really aware, but that would be Captain Pike would be the
Captain
correct
Pike. Yeah,
answer
yeah,
to
yeah.
that. Yes,
So
I
he's
know
pre
Trek.
Captain Kirk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Let
But
me
yeah,
see.
if
So
that's what it is, then that's who it would you'd be thinking of, yes.
yeah,
Because
no
he's in the
doubt.
first
No, it is.
episode of the series, and then they have one that kind of backtracks to that same sort of thing. Which, you know, I'm not gonna go into like all the original Star Trek episodes, but I probably could.
No, I get you.
Yeah. Have you watched a lot of them?
I watched all of them except for the
I,
first, except for the originals. Maybe when I was a kid, I watched the originals.
no, I watched the originals.
No,
I've
I
watched
watched everyone.
Next
Everyone.
Generation. I've
Oh, actually,
watched
there's one whole.
Deep
There's
Space
one that
Nine,
no, no,
Voyager,
no. There was one that I did not watch.
Enterprise.
Yes, Enterprise. That
Enterprise with Scott Bakula is absolutely outstanding. I loved it.
right, but he used to play in Quantum Leap. If I'm not
Yes,
mistaken. Yeah. So
yes,
Quantum Leap, I've seen when I was a kid a lot. Quantum Leap, by the way, is probably one of the coolest, I think, shows ever made. Like that's a real
it's pretty
cool
cool.
show.
It was a
Quantum
cool
Leap.
show. I
I'm like,
watched
if
it as
they
a kid.
reboot, they should reboot Quantum Leap. If anyone who's hearing me, who owns the rights to it, you should really reboot Quantum Leap
Man,
in like a Paramount or an HBO. I don't know who owns it, bro. I mean, like,
they would somebody would wreck it. I know they would.
no, but they can do a good job
Yeah,
today. They can.
I don't. It's the writing. I just don't believe it. You know, because they had Sliders and they've had Doctor Who and all that.
No, you just got to do the quantum leap. Sliders and Doctor Who were two.
And 13 Monkeys, or is it
Right.
12 Monkeys? How
Well,
many
I
other
don't know.
monkeys it is? Do you know what I'm talking? Because it's a time travel thing.